Hi, I'm Claudia St John. I'm the president of the Workplace Advisors. We are your advisors for all things workplace related. So many of you may know I not only play in HR, I also am a keynote speaker, and I have the great opportunity to speak to different audiences across the country on lots of things related to the workplace and employees and both soft and hard skills. I've been most recently talking a lot about the labor shortage and how businesses can disruption proof their own businesses. And I've enjoyed those talks a lot. But the keynote that I'm really the most excited about right now is entitled Forgiveness as a Leadership Superpower. Now, when I've told business leaders that I have this keynote and that I'm very excited about it, oftentimes I'll get kind of the look like, I don't know that there is such a thing as forgiveness in the workplace. And I understand that response. It makes sense to me. Yet there is forgiveness all over the workplace. Whenever somebody has done something that caused harm, whether it's intentional or not, there usually follows some level of forgiveness. And those leaders that embrace forgiveness, that make mistakes and things that happen in the course of a business, make them and forgive them, those work environments are where employees thrive because they're willing to take risks. They're willing to be creative. They're willing to acknowledge their mistakes, and they're willing to move forward because their leaders have. Now, forgiveness has a lot of misconceptions. And so I just wanted to take a minute and talk through a few of those misconceptions so that maybe you will consider exploring forgiveness as a superpower for yourself. The first is that forgiveness requires forgetting, to forgive and forget. Well, anybody who's harmed me, I haven't forgotten, and nor do I think that we should forget those who've harmed us because we don't want to put ourselves in a position of being harmed again. Forgiveness is unrelated to forgetting, and it's unrealistic to have the expectation that forgiveness requires forgetting. So we can set that aside. Forgiveness also doesn't require accepting or condoning or saying, hey, it's okay what you did at all. Because if somebody's harmed you, especially in a big way, it's not okay. And we shouldn't be in a position of saying, it's okay that you've harmed me. So forgiveness does not require condoning something. Forgiveness also doesn't require that the person who harmed you repents. Because the fact is, forgiveness is not about them. It's not for them. It's for us to reframe those negative feelings, those feelings of anger and hostility and frustration and a desire to seek revenge on somebody who's harmed us. It's taking all of those negative energies and taking them off of our own back. It's setting them aside and letting them go. Forgiveness is not about condoning harm. Forgiveness is also not about sacrificing justice. So, for example, if somebody does something that harms an organization, you may forgive the person for what they've done, and you may separate them from your organization if what they've done requires that. So forgiving is really just saying, I forgive you for what you've done, and our time together moving forward is over. So it doesn't require restoring trust either. It can be saying, I forgive you, and I release you from our relationship. And finally, forgiveness is not weakness. When you've really had to forgive something major that has happened in your life, at work, even not at work, you know that takes courage. And standing up within an organization and saying, I forgive the person or people that caused me or us harm, that goes a long way to instilling a culture of acceptance, a culture of forgiveness, and it goes in the same toolbox with things such as empathy, emotional intelligence, navigating conflict, all of the tools that successful servant leaders use on a daily basis. Forgiveness is right among them. I hope you'll consider this. I gave this presentation to a corporate audience not long ago, and I got a meme back, and it was a drawing on a rock that said, forgiveness is not forgetting, it's just forgetting the anger. And I think that's a great way of phrasing it. So if you're interested in learning more about forgiveness as a leadership superpower or any of our other keynotes and leadership development programs that we have, please visit our website at theworkplaceadvisors.com and check out our keynote tab. Hope this is interesting, and I hope that you have a safe and productive workplace. Take care.